What it looks like right now, we do have some water damage to many of our roofs. We have roof leaks inside of our schools, which, as you know, would not be uncommon with a hurricane coming through. We also have some damage to some of the outside structures. Most of the damage seems to be trees and debris everywhere. That's either in the parking lot areas, the road structures, bus parking lots. We're starting to clean those up right now. We hope we'll have most of that done by the end of day Monday. Our biggest concern is probably the concern of most of the residents in the county is electricity. Our schools do have generators. The generators only run certain things. They'll run emergency lighting, they'll run our kitchens, our food service areas, and they'll run our IT department. They will not run regular lights and other activities within the school building, so the function of the building is limited without regular power. We do hope that SCE&G and other utility companies will continue to put the power up, get our power connected back at our locations. That's the key ingredient for us to get in and finish the cleanup from where the water has entered the building and where it's still standing in some of our hallways and classrooms. We are also looking at our road structures for our buses. We do have some buses that have still been out. They were commandeered by the state to transport our recruits off Parris Island and for other purposes. Those buses should come back, we hope, no later than tomorrow, which would then give us our fleet back. Having the fleet is wonderful, but it doesn't access those secondary roads. So the secondary road clearing is another issue for us to ensure that we can pick up kids. What we will do is cancel school Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, right now, I'm thinking we would be able to open up if we have electricity in the buildings, even if we have to run a different type of bus schedule. Meaning, if there's still some secondary roads that are not accessible by buses, those we would have to look at drop-off points for kids in those neighborhoods. We may also have to treat Hilton Head a little different, meaning Hilton Head may not be in school unless those areas are cleared and electricity is provided back to those residents and to the schools. But I believe our schools have electricity on Hilton Head, strangely enough, just not off Hilton Head. So Hilton Head may be treated a little bit differently than the rest of our schools, but we do hope to have some type of school schedule in place by Wednesday. We're trying to do our best to give all of our parents, our families, a 48-hour notice, because we do understand it's not just our students and our community. Our teachers, many of which do not have family in our area, had to leave the state and go back home, which could be Ohio, Pennsylvania, and other locations. They need enough time to be able to schedule themselves back into the community. And of course, their homes need to have electricity and they need to be able to function before they come into the school to teach. So we are also asking our principals, we're going to ask our principals tonight to contact their staff members to find out the likelihood of getting our staff back by Wednesday so that we would actually be able to have staff to greet students on Wednesday if the schools open up. So with that, I'll stop and see if you have any questions.
I have a question. What school or schools were the hardest hit, and what did that damage look like when you went inside?
The school's probably the hardest hit. Beaufort High School has multiple leaks throughout the building. H.M. McCracken, probably a tie between those two in terms of roof leakage. Robert, you want to add anything on the other assessments?
The only other would be Ivy. Hilton Head Ivy has water that came and was blown under the doors. Beaufort has some roof leaks, but outside of that, everything else is pretty minor.
Most of the water that was blown in under the windows, under the doors, as you know, we had a lot of wind with the rain. That water is still standing inside, and we do need electricity to take the sweepers in there to suck the water up and get it out of